actually struggle a little bit within their adaptation towards different play styles in areas like Japan, areas like Europe, areas like the United States, Mexico, Central South America, all these areas. But speaking of these play styles, let's see how that's going to work out as of this moment, because we are going to have Guilheww against Cosmos to see who's going to face off against Mao within the Winners Finals. Kid, take it away.
Yeah, this is going to be so cool to watch. I've been excited. I mean, we saw a dynamite banger of a set earlier with Guilheww versus Javi to make it to this point in top 8 winner's side, but Guilheww ending up victorious, obviously, since we see him on our screen right now. But yeah, this is a whole nother beast. This is a Cosmos who in the last 12 months has kind of been a little bit more of a resurgence in his gameplay. Obviously, last summer, top 8 at S Factor, a little bit aggressive right there, really coming out to meet Guilheww here with these forwarders, and more than enough to take that first stock. And now this is a scenario where I feel like a lot of people don't really go out to edgeguard Kirby, mostly because you're afraid of getting reversal, but Cosmos understands where it is safe to throw out those aerials, and definitely being rewarded right here with the first stock.
Yeah, and it's really the fact that, Cosmos has been playing super well that wall out game, right? And that's exactly what Mythra can do, right? With that staggering speed and those really, really good normals, neutral is just something that can be easily taken by Mythra and just going it with a storm right here. So let's see how that's going to work out. We're actually going to go in. Yep, that's very smart coming in from Guilheww, using the rock right there, turning into stone in order to be able to stop whatever approach is right there. You try to use the side B coming in from Mythra, try to use the up B from either Pyra or Mythra, and that you're going to get stoned out essentially with that down B. So very, very smart by Guilheww, and this is what we were talking about, right? Like, this is the matchup experience that we've seen so often coming in from Guilheww, but you don't really get as much matchup experience against Kirby of all things, being one of the more popular Nintendo characters.
Yeah, 100%. Obviously, one of the more beloved characters in terms of the mainstream community, obviously. But in Smash, like we said, no one believes in this character. Guilheww, one of the few people that does, and has the results to back it up. But just like that, I mean, now we're kind of in a sticky scenario right here. The backer, that move is so hard to DI, especially depending on what part of the backer you get hit by. And Guilheww doing a really good job of staying alive and catching that, able to react accordingly and shield there. Free F smash right there for Guilheww, and now having a situation where he has a lead, but Cosmos retaliating right back. We are down to last stocks, and right now this has been just a banger of a set so far. Neck and neck. Can we find a backer potentially here? No. Cosmos able to make it back by the skin of his teeth.
I really, really like that aggression coming in from Cosmos, right? Like, he understood that Guilheww was within a position in order to be able to take a stock very early on. So what he does is that goes on the offensive rather than staying on the defensive, being scared, and he's actually able to not only save his life because of it, but also claim at least a little bit more of an opportunity. Almost gets that down there right there after that air cutter. Very, very difficult stuff if you're Cosmos, especially with the percentage differential. Right now, I think that you try to change for Pyra and pray for the best if you're Cosmos, right? Because, I mean, Pyra does have at least a bit more of a better opportunity to be able to get a kill on Guilheww as of this moment, but at the same time, want to rack up as much percentage as possible. And there we go, the change is finally here, and now we're going to be seeing a Pyra on deck, at least for the rest of the set from what I'm expecting.
Yeah, definitely 100%. A little bit of an aggression right there. And that was, again, enough for Guilheww to punish accordingly. Guilheww asking if he wants to run it back. Cosmo was like, nah, bro, we changed the stages, bro. Like, it was immediate, like, nope, we are not running it back. But, man, I love that. I love the fact that Guilheww was able to play from a range that was close enough in order to punish that up B. That was the second up B that game that Cosmos ended up missing and cost his life, basically. So, Guilheww just being so aware. Guilheww kind of just hanging on. There's a lot of scenarios that, like you said, obviously, like using the stone as an edge guarding tool, very good at covering the high or low recoveries. It's all about timing. If you get the timing and you're in the right position, the world is your oyster, if you will. So Guilheww definitely doing a really good job there, being very opportune. Town and City, though, we can see these, drag down auto cancel smash attacks working really well for Guilheww, especially on the sides if Cosmos isn't careful.
Yeah, but I mean, at the same time, I really like the fact that this is going to help out. Oh, this is going to be rough. Oh, actually changes sides. It's definitely going to be rough for Cosmos if he does not use the platforms adequately, right? Because I mean, Guilheww, he can use and abuse them at the same time. No, how you gonna go down like that? That's day one. That's day one stuff that you do not do against Kirby, man. You can't really be letting Guilheww get away with these type of scenarios where he's going to be the one to take the stocks early. That's what Pyra's for. Not. Oh man, it's really rough because Cosmos is feeling a little bit too overzealous within the way that he's approaching, man, and that is costing him so much.
I'm not gonna lie, Guilheww just put Cosmos in the blender for the last like 30 seconds with these confirms. It was actually insane. You know, obviously, you know, whenever if you can DI out of the oh my god, wait. Who was he searching for? Who was he searching for there? Certainly no one thought Cosmos would just land right there. That was enough for Guilheww to find it. Now the momentum is shifting to El Niño Kirby coming out here, trying to show out for Mexico City, and now has such a good... Are you dead? Oh, I was about to say, if that's down smash connected, that would have been insane.
Definitely one of the more insane stuff. Yeah, that's it. You're gone. Oh, you're gonna try to go in for the disrespect. He actually gets 3 stocked right there. I mean, Cosmos, you chose this stage, man. My brother in Christ, you made the sandwich in which you just got served against Guilheww. This is a 2-0 situation, kid. And now, where are we going to be heading? But yep, it seems like we're going to head back into the standard Pokemon Stadium 2. Now we see just a very dominant adaptation coming in from Guilheww. That is pristine and, not gonna lie, unprecedented. I've never seen an adaptation coming forward from Guilheww this fast.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think Cosmos decided to go back because he realized, he was like, wait, Town and City becomes sort of an FD, and if I get grabbed by Kirby at 0, I'm just taking like 70 damage, especially with the platform layout ended up hurting him a whole lot more because Guilheww basically kind of just tech chased him for like 30 seconds, which is kind of disgusting. So definitely gonna opt to get a more static overlay. Are you dead?
Yes!
0 to death! That's crazy!
How many more? Guilheww, Cosmos, connect your controller, man. Goodness gracious, Guilheww just not letting him play at all. And we're finally seeing some percentage on the board right here, but goodness gracious, the aggression from the pink just ball right here is out of this world. Who would have thought that Kirby, of all things, being a total of 8 centimeters high, is going to bring so much destruction against the Aegis. This is just unprecedented overall, and Guilheww is playing this super well. We're going to see a third one. No. Oh, for a moment I thought we were going to see the downer once again, and that could have been Kern's 37% exclusively on Guilheww. As of this moment, could it be a down smash? It is! 2 stocks in less than 40%. What is going on?
Guilheww just able to find these opportune moments in order to find scenarios right here. Guilheww still finding those combos. If you hold in after that forwarder, it's basically a free regap right there at 0. So, you know, Cosmos, honestly, at those low percents, you just need to hold out for your life. Hold out and pray, let Guilheww get his back here. But, oh my god, a jab block scenario right here. Okay, maybe feeling himself a little bit too much, but still, I mean, when you're up this much, why not, right? Why not go for the flashy plays that are going to win you the game, potentially? So, looking very good right now. Very strong in his own right. The Nair trading right there. And it looks like Cosmos maybe might have given up right there. Guilheww going to take it 3-0. 3-0 from this little pink ball. Winners finals versus Mao. If you told me at the beginning of this tournament that Guilheww would be in winners finals, I would be like, okay, I could see it, you know? If you told me winners finals of this tournament was Guilheww versus Mao, I'm like, you're capping, bro. Like, you're lying. And now we are in a different timeline that I did not know we needed, but we needed this timeline. This is about to be a banger set in winners finals for sure.
You say it's a different timeline, but man, bienvenido a Mexico, cabrón. This is exactly what's going to happen whenever you head into Mexican soil. You're going to get handed some Mexican dishes that you're not going to be able to handle because of the spice. El sabor, el sazón is right here. And that's exactly what Guilheww served, even though he looks, you know, very non-Mexican, right? You know,
oh my God, yes.
We actually call him El Güero, right? We call him El Güero because he's blonde. He has, I think it's like blue or green eyes. And not only that, but he's talented in piano. You don't really